How we doing, boys and girls? Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. How we doing? Good to see everybody. Time to continue our little journey on the NA realms. We, for those that are... Hang on. Yeah, time to continue our little journey on NA. For those that joined in on Monday, we managed to get to level 20 on Area 52 over on the NA realms. A small apology. I said I was going to stream yesterday and I didn't. I wasn't feeling great yesterday evening. And so I decided to, I'd spent all day yesterday video editing, of which you'll see the results of today. But we're back now. We're time to play some NA. Let's get that adventure on the go. I was really tempted to play my regular EU accounts today, considering it is Wednesday. And of course, Wednesday means reset day for us over in the EU. And reset day is the one day of the week, realistically, where I can almost regardless make like 5-6 million gold. But I can let one Wednesday slide. It's fine. I'm really itching to continue playing. I really want to get the NA dude. I want to get him some levels. I want to get him... Preferably, I would like to see if we can get to level 30 in today's stream. Getting to 30 might be a bit of a push. It's 10 levels. It probably shouldn't actually take all that long. But my pacing and my understanding of the pacing... Chinese servers next challenge. Chinese servers, yeah, that might be quite a challenge. See, I'm used to the leveling speed being pretty quick. But of course, no heirlooms, no flying, no like perks or bonuses. It's I expect it, and the fact that we're forced into doing BFA, it's going to be a little bit slower than the usual sort of 8 hours. It is about 8 to 10 hours, I think, to get to level 50 naturally nowadays. Welcome to NA. Too bad you aren't Alliance. I could level you from 50 to 60 in a few hours. It's always the way, right? If I'm playing a Horde character, it's always, boo, you're playing Horde, you should be Alliance. And if I'm playing Alliance, it's, boo, you should be Horde. Maybe my streamer luck is not coming into play today, but let's dive in. Let's get going. I should probably turn War Mode on, thinking about it. Having War Mode on is probably sensible. I mean, I know Horde probably only get a 10% bonus, but 10% is 10%, right? 8 hours is slow. It used to be 8 months to get to 50. And that wasn't even max at the time. Well, yeah, true. I remember, it was so funny. I remember back in, I want to say Wrath of the Lich King sort of era. Let's turn the music down just a touch so I don't feel as if I'm shouting. I remember the Zygor add-on, like its main selling point was reach max level in less than 4 days played. And it was like, what? And back then 4 days played was like super quick. Like, wow, you can get max level in less than 4 days played. Less than 100 hours to hit max level. Wow. Yeah, not so much anymore. People don't have the patience to be leveling for 100 hours anymore. But what are you going to do? Area 52, heavily Horde? Yes. Well, it's heavily everything, but it's heavily Horde, yeah, for sure. Dougie and Hayden were fighting for world's fastest with 4 days and X amount of hours in-game time. Yeah, that was it. Like, speedrunners couldn't even do it in less than 4 days. It was ridiculous. It was bonkers back then. Been making some pretty decent gold by boosting people levels. It's been pretty nice gold making method. If that's your jam, then fair play. I mean, boosting people, but the boosting is, and now I've not done it personally, so you could argue that I'm not really qualified to say, but the boosting side of things is one of those things that I think you actually forget maybe just how long it takes you to, if you're doing it solo, if you join one of the boosting communities, I'm sure it's really profitable because you've got somebody doing the hard work for you. You've got somebody finding the people, and you just get told, right, this guy needs X, Y, and Z, and you go off and do it. But if you're trying to, get into like boosting or leveling or something of those lines, I imagine you spend a hell of a lot of time just, finding your customer. And then obviously when you do find them, it can be relatively profitable, but there's probably lots of downtime, I don't know. There was I read somebody posting, I think maybe on the Reddit the other day, maybe it was on Discord, sort of saying that they were steering clear of the boosting game. They'd done boosting for a little while, but they decided to stop doing it because it felt like they had a second job. Every time they logged into the game, it was like going to a second job, trying to find somebody to boost to level just to make a bit of gold. But if it's your jam, it's your jam. Alith, how we doing? Welcome to you. Good morning. Good morning. Do I think it's sensible now that we've hit level 20? Do I think it's sensible to go and turn war mode on? I mean, I probably should, shouldn't I? Considering that it's an extra 10% bonus, I probably should. The issue is do I have where the hell is Warbeast Kral? Returns you to Warbeast Kral. I don't even know where that is. Maybe we try and do it somewhat naturally. Let's use Zygor to our advantage. Zygor, tell me how I get there, and we'll go turn war mode on. Sales are crazy today on Frostmoon. Wednesday's the best day of the week for sales. I'm assuming, of course, that you're playing on the EU. If you play EU, then yeah, Wednesday is going to be absolutely bonkers. It's really handy to let the NA realms have a go first, because you can tend to see what's going to happen. You could argue that us in the EU have a little bit of an advantage of seeing what happened on the NA reset day, and then being able to adjust for it. One thing that I should let you guys make you guys aware of, if you're not already, is Blizzard have upped the amount of Korthite crystals that you get from the Shaping Fate weekly quest. You now get 5 crystals, I believe it is, from completing that. You additionally, the one daily quest that usually gives you 2 now gives you 3. So there is an increase in quantity of Korthite crystals turning up. On top of the fact that many people are starting to see a huge dip in Korthite crystals in the quantity, a huge increase in the quantity and a huge drop in the cost of the Korthite crystals. I dumped my Korthite yesterday. For example, I was able to buy my very first sub 1000 gold Korthite crystal yesterday, and I imagine many other people are in the same position. So I would expect to see a huge zerg of cheap Korthite crystals kicking about today. If you want to do your restock, if you want to get your profit margins either up, or maybe increase your competitiveness with those rank 5s and rank 6s, today is a good day to do it. But that's the main sort of big news thing that I spotted first thing this morning, that we saw from the NA servers. People were reporting on it before that we actually got official note from Blizzard that they have changed it. So it's a blue post. It is official. It's not just rumors at this point. More Korthite crystals for everybody. It could be a bit of a catch though, because I mean nobody's really playing Korthia anyway. So yeah, you don't know. Can I just turn on war mode from here? Oh, I can. Okay. I can just turn it on from here. Right. Clear waypoint. Now send me back to wherever it is I need to go. What's war mode bonus going to be? 10%, of course. I assumed it would be 10%. Why have I got a task list open? Get rid of that. Still not made back my pre-patch investment. First 2 weeks, Korthite. On my main realm of Sylvanas, I think I have basically broken even now. which is really bad, right? What are we, 6? Is this the 7th reset of 9.1? 6th reset? I don't know. I've really not made, considering I was in arguably one of the best positions. I had all of my legendaries leveled up already. I basically recuperated the cost on everything. To this point, I've basically just broken even. Like the actual success for me of rank 5s and 6s on my home realm is pretty terrible. It probably doesn't help that it's now one of the cheapest realms in the entire EU, because there's one guy that's just more than comfortable to sell at cost all day long. Which is definitely, and he's posting on 2 accounts, which definitely doesn't help things. But yeah, it's been I must admit, a bit of a struggle to even recuperate costs on my home realm. On Torn Mill though, where we've done bits over there though, I've not only managed to cap out all of my legendary crafting, but I've also been able to turn a significant profit as well over there. So it's the difference between playing on a, you know, average realm or playing on a super high pop realm. Super high pop is definitely the win. What are we doing here? Oh, escape out the north gate and don't get caught. Oops. There's me trying to, like, ram him. I went from a 500k loss to a 500k profit. Well, that's perfect. Throw a toy to distract. I did throw a toy. But yeah, my hope for this is that we can get to level 30 today. If we can get to level 30, it means we get the ability to start flying. Now, doing much of any sort of farming or gathering or anything before flying, in my eyes at least, seems pretty pointless. That's you're just so slow on foot, like genuinely so ridiculously slow on foot compared to somebody that's flying. Now, of course, being super optimal at this point in the game is kind of a mission that you probably won't succeed in. And the point is that you can never be super optimal, because to be optimal, you just level to 60 really, really fast. But I'd oh, hang on. Was I still meant to do something then? I think I was. No? I think we're good. Oh, no. Did I mess that whole thing up? Did I? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. I messed that up. I wasn't meant to. I thought I was done with that quest. Alright, fine. Patch has been good for me so far, about 3 million in profit on a medium pop. Starting to build on Torn Mill, just need to level up more characters. That, in theory, should be the fun bit though, right? Leveling up the characters should be where you should have all the fun. I mean, by my own practice and findings, just 2 level 60 characters is more than enough. I mean, having 4 professions available to you, most people struggle to even, you know, maximize the usage of just 1 or 2 professions. So 2 level 60s, 4 professions, you should be off to the races. For this little series, for the NA series, we'll probably stick with just the 1 character, as I want to get a sizable amount of liquid gold to start with. Hang on, which way are we meant to be going? Because this is where I made a boo-boo last time. Oh, he takes him that. Have I gone the wrong way? Did I break it again? Really? Oh, what a Dumbo quest. What a Dumbo quest. Well, it's not scientific until you do it at least 3 times, right? Isn't that the way it's meant to be? Science is at least 3 times. More dino fun. Dumbo quest with Dumbo doing the quest. Let's just say 50-50. Let's just say a little bit of everything. My level 60 on TM has leatherworking and jewel crafting, so it's already got some steady sales. Yeah. Though any profession that crafts gear right now is a pretty strong one. I've even, and like many others, on a realm of that size, you'll find that the big goblins are so heavily focused on doing things like legendaries. There's a lot of the basic crafts that are still wildly profitable, like outrageously so. Like 168 gear, for example, is still massively profitable, where you would have half expected to have been like tanked into the ground at this point. Over here, see, I did this last time. Now return to it. Why? Am I meant? Oh, what? See, why did I fail it last time? That's exactly what happened last time. What a stupid quest. 200, 230 gear for the win. Yeah, I would imagine also at this point that... Hang on, can I hop off this thing now? Yeah. I would imagine at this point the early birds to the 200 and 230 gear have probably stopped crafting and selling it. For the fact that when you start off by making 10,000 gold every time you click the craft button, when you only end up making 1,000 gold profit per, your incentive to do it is 10 times less than what it once was. But us goblins out there obviously are well aware that making 1,000 gold every time you press the craft button is still outrageously worth doing. It's when the markets get into the hands of the long-term goblins that you start to see some really good long tail sales from it. And I'd imagine the 230 gear and the 200 gear is in that same position. Equally, the people who were initially crafting the 230 gear were probably raiders, in terms of the fact that they were going out of their way to gain the archivist's rep, and you know, a byproduct of that was the fact that they could craft some gear and make some gold. Those guys are probably prime candidates for not doing it anymore. As long as you make 10 to 20%, it's really good. It's all about the turnaround. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. This catch-up gear is always going to be a good seller. It will always be a good seller. At least until the next patch where there's new catch-up gear. But even then, like I said, the 168 gear, for example, people have slightly taken their eyes off the game with the 168 gear. Yeah, you can still craft it, and if you're listing it and selling it for even 100 gold less than what the 200 item level gear is, you're pricing it in a way which is attractive to those that have less gold. Not everybody can ding level 60 and afford to spend 50,000 gold on a full complete 200 item level set. But some people might be able to afford 20,000 gold for a complete set of 168 gear. So the options are still there. Gave up on the item level 87s, made a upped my game on item level 87s, made a token in 2 days. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Find a market where people are less invested into it. You'll have less competition. The margins will probably be better. And assuming you're playing on a high enough server where there's still plenty of people kicking about, the sales will still come in. Come through. Don't have much sales on 168s. Have to revise my auctioning operations. It's still this is the thing, right? It's still a market where you may need to do a little bit of cancel scanning. Not a huge amount. We're not talking about camping and doing auction house PvP. We're more talking about, like, you know, once every half an hour, once an hour sort of thing. Do a cancel scan on your 168 gear just to keep it in check. Because without question, being the cheapest will still definitely help. I've been meaning to ask you about overcutting for some time. You mentioned it in one of the last streams. I get undercutting as being a stupid way of getting rid of competition, but I have no clue what overcutting is meant to achieve. Overcutting it's less of a thing nowadays. It used to be a big thing in the past. When we had the previous auction house where you could do what was known as pretty stacking, which was basically selling things, selling consumables to people in convenient stack sizes. So instead of selling potions, singly, instead of listing 500 potions but one at a time, you would post a stack of, say, 20 potions, and you would, instead of undercutting whatever the cheapest price was, you would price them more at a higher per potion value, but with the convenience that somebody can just click on 20 and buy them. That in essence is overcutting. You're choosing not to be the cheapest, but you're choosing to list them at a higher price, but in a more convenient stack size. Overcutting is far, far, far less viable though nowadays, just simply how the auction house works. There is another, like on super rare items, overcutting is often used as a form of price anchoring. Say for example, let's look at raid BOEs, for example. There may only be 2 raid BOEs on the market. Let's say the raid BOE is listed at 100,000 gold each, and there's a couple of them for 100,000 gold each. You get yours. You could then post yours at like 300,000 gold, so 3 times the price. What that does is when somebody goes and looks at that item, if they're not using any sophisticated add-ons, they see one at 300,000 gold and they see a couple cheap, they might be incentivized more so to buy the cheap ones, although they're not technically cheap. They're actually the going rate for them. But you've sort of, planted the seed in their mind that it could be worth 300,000 gold. There are some instances where you can actually falsify that yourself. If you post on 2 different accounts or 2 different characters, you can highly price one and then price another one at the normal price to incentivize the normal one to sell. It's a bit cheeky, but it's a form of making the quote unquote cheap one look more of a deal. Undercutting, overcutting, we'll be talking about Formula 1. Maybe. Double stack crafting of item level 230 is a good example of overcutting. Yeah, true, actually. Yeah, you're creating something and then you're choosing not to list it at the cheapest. You're pricing it deliberately higher than the others for the fact that in the eyes of the right people, it's worth more. Also, green lace stripe bands, item level 100. They require level 50. Was super good for me. Crafting cost 2,000 gold for 40 times, and the profit could be 20 to 25k for those 40. Yeah, true. As long as you post below what is the clearing price, then yours will sell. Just not next. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Materials, for example. If you don't necessarily always need to undercut the cheapest price with materials. Like what was just said there, if you price your materials within the range of acceptable buying prices, let's say, I don't know, a herb, it doesn't matter what the herb is, if people will buy that herb between 15 to 20 gold each, the cheapest on the auction house at the moment is 16 gold. You could post yours at 15 gold and you'll sell it reasonably quickly. Or you could overcut and you could post yours at 19 gold. So then when that person comes in and buys everything out under 20 gold, which people frequently will do, you'll still sell. So it's there's ways and means of utilizing overcutting. It's why just the default TSM undercut everything approach isn't always the best approach. Ride the elevator up. Which way are we going? And yes, Vallegro, thank you. Standing still will be no experience. I should walk and talk. I'm not very good at multitasking though. Oh, just missed the lift. I mean elevator. I'm not allowed to call it the lift anymore. I have to call it the elevator. I overcut yesterday on consumables as I expected them to sell for even a higher price. I can't cancel scan during the day, so at least I try and get some sales this way. But this is it. If your average sale price per item goes up, you can forego not selling quite as many of them. Right, what do you want, King Rastakhan? Are we on speaking terms now? Any more kids to capture? Apparently not. Next chapter of the story, by the looks of things. I got to be careful with doing my free fall disengages. I need to remember that I'm playing on NA servers with larger than average latency, so I can't, you know, can't cut it too fine, otherwise I will die. There was a strategy on the WoW economy on flipping before, not selling to crafters but selling to market resetters only once a week at a price that's just good enough for the resetter to buy. If Woo is about, I don't know if he's in chat or listening, he may or may not be. Apparently he's here. Woo's very good at that. He buys a lot of materials on a lot of different realms and will list them at a price that he knows that they will sell, but only when people do a reset. There he is. There's the man himself. We're just talking about posting materials at a price that is not necessarily competitive, but still within the range where people will buy them out if they're trying to do a reset. And I see you quite frequently posting materials nowhere near competitively priced, but I'm quite sure I know why you're doing it. Grab ourselves a cheeky bit of monolite. Cash in the bags. There we go. And some experience to boot. Who are you? You look big and rare. You're not. You're just a dude. Okay. For stuff that actually moves, I buy it like 75% of the market and usually end up selling it for 95%. Always sells in the end. Yeah, yeah. Market prices, like, you don't get a market price of 100% unless it at least sells at that price at some point. Unless it's just heavily trending downwards in value. But like most materials don't go south that quickly. Buying at 75, selling at 95 is pretty safe bet, I'd imagine, on most realms. Got a Korthia quest today that gives 3 Korthite crystals. Is that new? Yes, they've upped the they've upped the, not the drop rate on crystals, but the bounty that used to give you 2 will now give you 3. And additionally, the Shaping Fate quest, I can't remember how many Shaping Fate used to give you, but apparently it can give you up to 5 Korthite crystals now for your weekly, which is monstrous in comparison. If you basically only do, you can be almost because what would it be? If you get 5 Korthite crystals from your weekly, in 4 weeks you've got 20. So you're then, without touching a single daily quest, you're 50% of the way there for your legendary. Just by doing the weekly quest that you will probably be doing in Korthia anyway. So it's Zygor's not telling me to pick this up yet. Is this an escort quest? I don't know. I'll pick it up anyway. We'll probably end up doing it in a minute. So yeah, Korthite crystals. Today will. Now this sounds odd, right? But today is probably going to be a really good day for buying Korthite crystals, because there'll be a huge influx of Korthite crystals today, and players will undercut like an absolute madman, and so you'll probably start to find some ridiculously cheap Korthite crystals today. So if you've not done your restock, it's not the end of the world. But also be careful, don't be buying them too close to what you've recently been buying them for, because they are going to go down in price pretty heavily at this point. We've already started to see some huge drop in price on some realms on the Korthite crystals. There was a consortium saying about buy low, sell high, but buy low, sell normal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but buy things when they're cheap. If you're keeping your ear to the ground and you're finding those good deals, if you're buying your stuff really cheap and you're being super selective about what you buy, you can then turn those items around really quickly, because you're just selling them back out at what is the normal going rate. For example, a good example of this is I've been playing around on Turin Mill actually with a slightly more sophisticated TSM profile. In terms of I've been doing a few clever things, right? I've been firstly tracking, if you guys have been keeping up with the YouTube videos at least, I've been tracking the market trend of items, deciding whether items are going up or down in value. Based on that, I'm now creatively assigning a value using a custom price source to every item. Now that value is... I haven't fully decided exactly how I want the custom price source to work for value, but the value is designed to give a truer impression of what the item is actually worth. So if an item is dropping heavily in price, if the trend of that item is going down, then it values that item less than what you normally would do. Then I've changed a whole bunch of... I've made a custom price source. There's lots of custom price sources in this. I will introduce you to this whole setup at some point soon once I've finished it. But lots of custom price sources. I then have another custom price source that decides for me what the profit should be on selling that item. Heavily influenced by how much it costs me as an investment to either craft it or buy it. The more I have to spend on crafting an item, the greater the level of actual profit that I would want to achieve. So no longer am I using just the flat rate 10% crafting profit numbers. I'm trying to do slightly smarter things. Managed to let my pet die. What a professional. But yeah, it's also meant that I can make really flexible, dynamic operations that adjust. Not only does it adjust my profit margins, but it also adjusts my minimum prices, my normal prices, and my max prices without any intervention from myself whatsoever. So I don't necessarily need to notice that something is heavily dropping in value and adjust it. It's designed to be almost automated, which is the dream, right? Where the dream of goblins is to be able to go to the auction house, press a button, and it makes you gold. Now, even with a relatively sophisticated TSM setup, you still have to be able to, spot things. TSM gives you a lot of data, but it's up to you to do something with that data. It'll tell you what the market price is. It'll tell you what the market price used to be. It will tell you what the minimum buyout is on an item. These are all data points that are handy to know. But with the use of custom price sources, you can take that information and generate things that are actually valuable to you. But I will explain and I'll showcase that in a bit more detail once it's finished. It's not It's not foolproof yet. I want to make it foolproof before I advertise it. He's a poor goblin, look at his mount. I am a poor goblin here. We have 288 gold to our name. That is it. That is all we possess in this world. TSM sync still crashes for me. Do custom prices sync? No. The TSM sync is, it's definitely not foolproof. Foolproof, not full of proof. Except that does not work for about anything in TSM, since sale rate, number expires do not apply to the item. Please rename your I-87 group as I-087 so it sorts properly. Yeah, I've actually... It's funny you say that, because I spotted that the other day and it annoyed me also. I've done that with the operations. My operations... I don't know if I've got... I haven't loaded my TSM profile into here yet. I've got nothing here. But I did that with my operations. It's like if I'm posting in a single item, it's quantity 001, so that it, you know, it stacks in order. Does anybody in TSM actually use multiple accounts, TSM dev wise? No idea. I worry sometimes that I don't even think the TSM devs play the game, so they obviously have accounts to be able to do their job, but I do worry sometimes that they don't even play the game. I'm sure some of them do, but they rely very heavily on feedback from the community to, you know, diagnose issues. Want to buy numbers in custom price source names? Yes, yes, I agree. Numbers and capitalization, well, I understand why they don't, but yeah, both numbers and capitalization would be very handy. Even if the capitalization is removed, just, you know, when you look at a custom price source, it's easier. And the amount of times that I've wanted to put a number in a custom price source is ridiculous. I would also like to be able to make something to the equivalent of a custom price source that is just a mathematical function. I would like to make something that doesn't have to return an actual gold value. I just want it to generate an integer, generate me a number so that I can use that number somewhere else. I've wanted to do that many times. Like the sale rate, for example, not sale rate, sorry, the trend. I would love to be able to make a proper, you know, mathematical calculation that creates something that doesn't have to result in an actual gold value. It would also then mean you could. The problem is you could actually I mean that would probably be could be so easily abused. You'd end up being able to do some outrageous things, but kill King Tadal. Where is he then? Oh, this dude. Whoa, he's wham. Am I going to be able to kill him? You may need help with this. Nah, I'll be good. I'm a hunter. And I would also like it if I could assign custom price sources to groups. Like, I want this custom price source to only run on these select items. I don't want it to run against try and run against every single item, because 99 times out of 100, I don't need a custom price source. Oh my god, my pet did actually die. I don't need a custom price source running against a random piece of linen cloth. Let me assign the custom price sources to be only utilised on groups. These are all things I've thought of in the last couple of days, though. And have them be realm specific, so mail operation to bank alt or yeah. Wow, this dude slaps. Poor Gruffhorn hasn't got a chance. Glad I'm not on a mage right now. Holy shit. Boom. Yeah, no interrupts, no stuns. It's not as simple as it first appears. If it can be macroed, we can just auto-enter a macro and log in to set them. Yeah. Yeah, there's some very fancy stuff that could, in theory, be done. Do I want to go out of my way to get that Siren Sting? Probably. It's free experience, right? $400 experience for picking up a herb. Go on then. Thinking about it, could I or should I not have... What point do you get the faster travel? Oh, it's no, that's flying mounts. Ah! I should go get journeyman riding. How have I missed that? I should have done that when I went back to Orgrimmar as well, shouldn't I? That's a boo-boo. I forgot about that. Tar trap, flare, not going to bother with those. There's me running around at slow person speed. Maybe we'll finish off what we're doing here, and then we'll make a trip back to Orgrimmar to get some faster movements. I'm amazed Zygor didn't tell me to go do that, actually. In fact, I'm not amazed. I'm disappointed in you, Zygor. You should have told me to go get speedy. Free experience is like saying it's free materials for farming. It's still time spent, technically. Alright with your technicalities. You are totally right, though. Heard somebody saying they were starting up on NA, so I had to check this out. Yeah, we've finally done it. I've been saying I was going to do this for the longest of time. I just, for whatever reason, have not got round to doing it. Taxidermist? What are you? What are you oh, taxidermist teaches me skinning. Of course he does. Actually, bearing in mind I'm at a flight point right now, maybe we'll go back to... It's not going to be too far out of our way to get back to Orgrimmar for some flying training now, is it? As we just take a flight point and we can fly back to exactly where we are. Can you just buy BFA flying at 30, or will you have to do the Pathfinder? To my understanding, I have to do Pathfinder. This is a brand new account, brand new everything. Sharpshooter with a redeeming ad. Really good time for an ad, actually. Yes, we're just doing some travelling. I'll throw a quick 30-second ad up. Easiest way to avoid the ads, boys and girls, is of course to hit that sub button. Support me, support the channel. Prevent yourself from ever seeing an ad on this channel ever again. And of course, you get some funky emotes to play with as well. The dark side is just an AWK script to update the TSM lure. I mean, you can do it that way.
You just lost $5.
Oh!
Quaver Kaza. So
Yeah.
like this?
Yes, just like this, Quaver. Thank you, thank you. Highly appreciate it, thank you. That is exactly how you press the sub button. Fantastic example of such such a fantastic use of a button press. Now where are we going? Find NPC riding trainer. Talk to... Oh, there's a riding trainer here? Lies. Oh, it's trying to take me to the riding trainer over in Zuldazar. Of course it is. Oh well. I'm in Orgrimmar now. We'll go get it from here. Did we sold our Callous Hide? We sold our Callous Hide yesterday. Or maybe we didn't. Did we not? Surely we must have done. Did we already loot that? Maybe we already looted that. Oh dear. Endangered preservationists? Good news, we're already seeing the result of Benjin and Malfon's chemistry. Sure. Ah, yellow bold shirt didn't sell. Minimum buyout's now 1 gold. Ah, damn. Missed the boat on that one. Missed the boat on that one. Do a vendor search. Smash out a quick vendor search, why not? Korthite crystals, 900 gold. Yeah, they're going to tank today. Actually tank. I just wonder what they are over here, actually. See, this says starting scan. It usually doesn't take very long to do the scan. Maybe it's just because it's a ridiculously big realm. Here we go. Oh, okay, it's thinking about it. Somebody's probably already done it recently. Oh! We can buy it for 36 gold. We can vendor it for 37. That'll be it, though. What's Korthite crystals doing over here? 1600 gold still. Wow. Wow. Biggest server in the NA. Still 1600 gold for Korthite crystals. I've not paid 1600 gold for a Korthite crystal for about 3 weeks. Keep up, NA. Jesus. Keep up. Soulbound, get rid of that. Oh no, that's bind on equip. Are we selling that? Yeah, we're selling that. Soulbound, that stupid yellow shirt's never gonna sell. We've just bought that thing. Oh, the merchant doesn't even want it. Okay, we'll just get rid of it then. I should probably sell these materials as well, shouldn't I? Thinking about it. Thinking about it, I should probably dump these on the auction house while we're here. There's no point keeping them in our bags. The sensible one in me would just the sensible one in me would create TSM groups for these, but what is going on here? What is going on here? 500 gold? Nah. Do a cheeky little undercut then. Cheeky undercut down all the way to 99 silver. Sure. Probably not even worth listing half of this. 4 silver deposit to sell it for 8 silver. Yeah, probably not worth even listing that. Wow, 40 gold a piece for storm silver ore. It's Christmas. Monolite ore, 15 gold a piece. Tide spray linen. Yeah, tide spray linen's not worth, but sure. Where's Zanzaful? I should sell him some tide spray linen. 13 gold a piece for deep sea satin though. What's this egg business? Just an egg. NA prices are weird. Back that one. 1500 gold on Twisting Nether. 2200 gold on Samadan's Shadow Song. I bought Korthite Crystal on Torin Mill earlier today for 999 gold. No! I missed it. Stupid Stupid, stupid. Just sold all my meat from leveling as it never sold. Yeah, just vendor it all. Yeah. Only the EU and China are playing now. How big is Area 52? The biggest. Genuinely the biggest. It's the highest population US realm. I thought, if I'm going to start playing over here, why start on a small realm? Eventually I'd want to end up on the biggest of big realms anyway, so I might as well just start there to begin with. You're the flying trainer. Do you also teach me everything else? You do. 40 gold! Oh, my hard-earned moolah. 40 gold. And I'm going to lose 200 gold again when we hit 30. Shit's expensive, yo. Mad level expensive. Well, we'll come back in 9 levels and we'll spend another 200 of our very hard-earned gold. Oh, I've missed the lift again. No, I haven't. I'm a hunter. Oh, yeah, I'm a hunter with latency. Oops. Area 52 does not even come close to some EU realms. I think there's more players on Area 52 than there are on the largest of EU realms, I think. I genuinely don't think there's a server in the game bigger than this one right now. True question is do I move to Area 52, bring some more competition? Do it! The more the merrier. Actually, the more the merrier. More goblins, more economy, more opportunities. Did they increase the crystals from the weekly quest? Yep. Up from 2 to 3 on the broker quest, and Shaping Fate now gives you, I believe it's 5. Oh, there we go. There's the Raider.io realm list. So yeah, Area 52 is the highest population, 196,000 plus characters. Now, obviously, characters doesn't necessarily relate to actual players, but I mean, if you consider the character count across all of the realms, you know, you're comparing apples to apples at least somewhat. Area 52, Illidan, Tichondrius, and Stormrage are the top 4. And then there's a huge drop-off. Find Nessingway's last camp. Whoa, what are you doing here? Is he meant to just be chilling there? Hello? I don't think he's meant to be there. Sure. Oh, we're much speedier now. All the zooms. Oh, I have a sneaky feeling I overpulled. I don't even have multi-shot. I need to remember that, you know, I don't have my abilities yet. Aha! I do have Mend Pet though. Let's keep him alive at least momentarily. I cannot and should not pull the entire map. Oh, boom! 22. Oh, we got... It's 23, I think we get multi-shot. Yeah. Multi-shot incoming next level. What button should I put my command pet on? It's currently set to shift 3. I'll just put it on 4 for now. What does Gruff have as a ability? Gruff special ability. When falling below 40% health, the Gruff Horn will shrug off attacks, granting 60% reduced incoming damage. Cool. Alright. And that's all he has so far. Oh, sure. Fine. Well, we don't really need that there then. Will be interesting to see if the drop in Korthite equals more people wanting to get involved, equaling more prices going up. It's still a thing though that every time somebody creates a rank 5 or rank 6, that's 40 legendaries, just not 40 legendary, it's 40 Korthite crystals gone. Which, you know, if somebody, you know, for somebody to enter the market new, somebody new turns up and they craft one of every rank 5 and 6 that they're able to craft, they individually could be responsible for taking like 300, 400, 500 Korthite crystals seemingly out of circulation very quickly. Maybe even more. Oh, can I not climb up that hill? Really? There we go. Goblin problems. Oh, my pet also doesn't have Stomp yet. Ah, so he's got no AoE aggro. It's been so long since I've leveled a hunter in this way. I usually just boost my characters nowadays. If they craft rank 5s, they've not been paying attention. I still make good sales. I mean, I don't sell them anywhere near as frequently, but when I do sell a rank 5, it's usually considerably more profitable than selling a rank 6. Obviously, the downside is that I don't sell anywhere near as many of them. What? Oh, there's the camp, I see. I found it now. 46,000 active players on Illidan, where Silvermoon EU has 77,000 active. It's weird though, right? Silvermoon doesn't actually have the best reputation from an economy point of view, because it's alliance heavy. Well, I mean, it's an alliance realm. It also means that there's not a huge raiding scene there, or a huge Mythic Plus scene. There's lots and lots of players there because it tends to filter all of the alliance players into that one realm. You can buy the Drought of 10 Lands from BFA, which is a 1 hour buff and a 10% XP increase. If this wasn't my very first character on the NA, on this realm, on this server, then yes, that is true. I don't have those luxuries, unfortunately. This account has 316 gold on it. This account is 1 day old. XP pots, bonuses such as that, not for me. To craft all rank 6s is 1400 Korthite crystals. Well, there we go. You could clean out an auction. You could clean out like a good percentage of most auction houses just by restocking one of everything. Silvermoon used to be the best, so all the Alliance Goblins moved there. And then all the Raiders moved out because Blizzard made, you know, Horde things. Yeah, weird imbalance. Lots of buyers there, of course, just not so many competitive players. Yeah, I can see how that would generate quite an odd economy to play in. It could be a bit of a challenge though, because of course you're going to find that, I mean, on 9 out of 10 realms right now, the most profitable thing to be crafting and selling by a long shot is legendaries. But on a realm like Silvermoon, where there's lots of players, Lots of Alliance players at that. And it's not super competitive. I would imagine it would be things like transmog. Dare I say it? That there's probably a really strong transmog market over there. You're going to Area 52 based on the most US raiding guilds. My choice for being on Area 52 was because it's the biggest. Greatest number of potential customers is the way I look at it. Sure, I mean if the average selling price of everything is lower, doesn't matter so much. If I can sell more, then the profit will come. Margins are slim, sale rates high. If you can find a market with a low competition, you're absolutely set on Silvermoon. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's a different challenge. If you can get that one thing that sort of works for you, with having loads of potential customers, you should be in a good spot. What's goal making like on RP realms? Oversaturated is the word I would probably use when it comes to RP realms. Every man and their dog who thinks about farming and selling transmog makes their characters on an RP realm because they think RPers are going to buy all of the transmog. While there's some logic in that, too many people have come to the same conclusion, I tend to find. But on the flip side, saying that, I've not actually played on an RP realm for many years. I accidentally was on an RP realm a long time ago. How do I kill this dude without this dude being in the way? Do I just have to somehow aggro both of them and then not die? Can you not do this, please? I suppose I need to kill this dude anyway. Oh, I forgot that exhilaration doesn't even affect my pet at this level. Oh, Jesus. There we go. We're good. We're a hunter. We shouldn't die unless we're doing something really bad. I would agree with the Silvermoon theory. Recently moved from Ravencrest to Torin Mill, and on the previous one I was selling way more transmog for a higher price. Yeah, I imagine that's the case. Didn't they start a war to get away from Brits like you? Oh, hang on, what? What are we talking about? Multi-shot in 1 to 2 quests? Yes, eventually. Eventually we'll start to be able to do some AoE damage. It was accidentally in the moonshot. Yeah, oh yeah, I was yeah. I accidentally found myself just making it rain on some Blood Elf. Blood Elf female, I should point out. Where are we actually going? I'm trying to go up here. Oh, I've got to get back up to the camp. I can go around this way, I think. Don't think they'd appreciate that in WoW. Gold is nice, but it's pretty hard when it gets thrown at you. That's true. We need some paper bills. Although if Bobby Kotick gets a cut, I don't think he cares. Ding! Level 23! Finally we get multi-shot. We can actually pew properly now. Where's it gone? Give me the... Get rid of this stupid arcane shot. Lovely stuff. Finally. Now we're going literally the other side of the map. Sure. Bobby now has even more say over Blizzard. Wait, it's true. He does. Yes. That he does. It's totally fine to RP a Blood Elf transfer. Oh my god. I mean, I don't disagree. It is. It's not my jam, but I'm sure it's somebody's. Multi-shot feels lackluster at that level though. AoE. Oh, I suppose yeah, because I don't have Stomp, so I haven't got my pet to keep AoE aggro. So multi-shot is actually relatively risky. Ah, whatever. Do I not even have Beast Cleave yet? Oh my days. You're right, I don't get Beast Cleave till 32. Stupid hunters. Stupid hunters. Oh, very good time to play an ad. Time to fly, time to run an ad. Very sensible. Spam some dungeons? I mean, we could definitely do a couple of dungeons. Stop slacking. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Should we risk a dungeon? Do we think we're wham enough to do a random BFA dungeon? Let's give it a go. 19,000 experience. What's 19,000 experience? But I mean, whoa, that's like 75% of a level. Okay, maybe we should actually be queuing dungeons at the same time. Holy smoke, I didn't realise the XP for running a single dungeon. 75, oh, that's a one-time. Is that going to be just a big one-time thing? Maybe. Either way, 75% of a level, or rough, quick maths, 75% of a level for completing a single dungeon. Alright, I'll give it a go. 14-minute timer, though. Interesting to see how long your dungeon queue is at 4 AM. Well, only 14 minutes. Only 14 minutes. Could be worse. I mean, that's not to say that it will actually be 14 minutes, though. But yeah, local time is currently 5 AM realm time. Probably not too many people playing at this time, but we'll see. Six years without a new game for such a huge company isn't good, I guess. Yeah, it's not great. Although it's not. Yeah, one thing I will say is they've. Yeah, they've not. I mean, apart from Overwatch was the newest IP for them, I think. And even Overwatch like appears to be in sort of, you know, just Overwatch appears to basically be on autopilot right now, as they're obviously developing Overwatch 2. But I think, yeah, in relation to new IP, but you can say the same about many, many. I look at EA, for example. I mean, EA have literally made a FIFA game, a Madden game, an NHL game, every single year for the last bajillion years. A lot of nostalgia release from Blizzard. Yeah, lots of reboots. They need to do something fresh. I mean the worry is that Overwatch 2 it's an FPS game at heart. Overwatch 2 is just going to be Overwatch 1 with a fancy new skin and maybe a few new game modes. It's hardly a new game. Diablo 4, I worry, is still way off. The concern is the only new stuff we'll get out of Blizzard anytime soon is going to be mobile games, which will frustrate some. D4 planned 18 months. Yeah, 18. See, that's just in the grand scheme of things, that's not all that long at all. But in the gaming world, 18 months is a lifetime. I think the growing frustration for me is less that there's not any new stuff. Sure, if they want to do reboots, they do reboots all day long. I have no issue with them doing reboots, but they got to be good, right? This is the thing, they got to be good. If you do another Warcraft 3 Reforged, you're gonna have a bad time. If they screw up this D2, I mean, there was the beta for Diablo 2 last weekend. And there was growing concerns from many people that played it that it was buggy and seemingly very, very underdeveloped still. So we'll see how that pans out, considering that's meant to be out at the end of September. Yeah, like if you do a reboot, you got to do it well. Otherwise, you might as well have not bothered. When is the next WoW expansion normally announced? Well, they presumably will announce it at some BlizzCon, but obviously that's not necessarily been the natural path. What are we doing now? Fossils revealed. Yay, look, we found ourselves a dino. I'm hoping, if nothing else, we get a 9.0.5 PTR, or hey, let's go all out. Let's get a 9.2 patch on the go real quick. We know 9.1.5 is happening though. We know it's a thing. It's already in the game files. It's already been data mined that 9.1.5 is a thing. My question is they need to at least tell people about it. Like, genuinely tell people about it. If you wait with all of the shenanigans going on, hemorrhaging player base, you need to tell people what's going on. The longer that we have radio silence from Blizzard about any new stuff, the worse it will be. They just need to come out and say, right, 9.0.5 is on the cards. This is what's happening. You know, give people something to look forward to. The very few remaining players that there actually is, give them something to look forward to. Can you tame a dino and rename it Longboy? I probably could. Are these things tameable? Skinnable? Beast? I presume they're tameable. These Ravasaur things. Yeah, actually thinking about it, if I plan to stay alive all that long, using multi-shot is less than sensible. You need to move away from California. I mean, I don't think the geographical location of their head office makes a huge difference. You can hire 3 good devs in the EU for the same payment for 1 in California. That doesn't stop them. If they find a good game dev, they will still hire them, regardless of their geographical location. Obviously, if they want to bring them locally, I mean, they've at the very least been working remotely. So what does it matter if they're working somewhere in Europe or working, you know? I know the taxation side of things will probably have some implications, but let's be honest, a corporate company like Blizzard Activision is less than concerned with the amount of tax that they pay. What are we doing with these things? Fossil fragments. Summon a personal sweeper. Go on, do some sweeping then. You logged on to Turin Mill, undercut the rank 4 next, and I'll buy yours. I'm not logged on, no. But thank you for the offer. Oh yeah, I'm very aware that the cost of living in California is ridiculous. But it's probably not that far. Well, like's just been said, it's probably not that far different from most capital cities in Europe anyway. I mean, if you want to live in Stockholm, London, Helsinki, like if you want to live in a big capital city in Europe, it's going to cost you much of a muchness. Nobody's moving to Europe when India, China, and Vietnam exist. Alright, maybe. Sure. $28 out of 50 fragments here. Sweeper dude do sweepy things. We can pew pew this dude while we wait for him to be slow. Kill switch engage. Nope. Decline. As a programmer, you'll make more money not working for any game company. Lots of desire to be in gaming. Yeah, you're probably right. Your expertise is probably worth far more to somebody else than it is to develop a game. But like you said, it's just it's a desirable market to be in, so I understand why it's the way. What is up here? What do we... Oh no, I didn't mean to pull all three of them. Oops. Can we get some aggro real quick, Mr. Goat? Goat do goat things. Old Blizzard made Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3 in 2 to 3 years with a team of 15 to 20 humans. Yeah. That is true, but like many things nowadays, expectations are considerably higher. I mean, look at another industry, for example, is Hollywood. You know, films that were made 15, 20 years ago were still incredible at their time. But if you were to replicate the same thing now, it probably wouldn't even reach the box office charts, sort of thing. It's the same with gaming. Like it's just leveled up, like seriously leveled up. This is why indie devs do relatively well, though. I understand the principle there. I want to focus, I'll focus very quickly on a game that I love dearly, Factorio. Factorio is a small indie company that realistically doesn't have many developers at all, but they've been able to create arguably my second favourite game of all time, in a real sort of, like graphically it doesn't look great. I mean, it looks much better than it used to, but it's all about the mechanics and the gameplay of it. It's just super fun. To the right person, I admit. Not everybody is into that sort of factory building style game, but the higher the graphical fidelity and the quicker that you wish to, you know, pump out expansions, and especially an MMO. An MMO is without doubt the most complicated of all games to make, because there's that weird thing that you have to make a game that can arguably keep somebody occupied 24 hours a day. And that's the weird thing with MMOs, right? The actual quantity of content that needs to be in an MMO is outrageous compared to any other game. You look at a AAA title, a regular role-playing game, a regular AAA title might have 20, 40, maybe 60 hours worth of gameplay, and people consider it a good game and they'll pay full retail AAA prices for it. 60 hours of gameplay in an MMO doesn't cut it. 60 hours of gameplay is done in a week. People expect months of gameplay, and that's why grinds in MMOs are a thing, because it's just impossible, even with a team of 50 developers, to just constantly churn out, you know, content for players to do. It's why, like, MMOs in their infancy tend to not actually have a lot in them. It's why the expansion thing is critical to the success of an MMO. It continuing to iterate on and create new gameplay is key. Oh, we got our dungeon. Let's give it a go then. First dungeon. Where's it going to be? Please don't be a Tol'Dazar. Please don't be a... Oh no. I guess that's probably the only option at this point, isn't it? Sure. Alright then, well, let's see if, who have we got in here? A level 11 Blood Elf Mage, a level 15 Disc Priest, a level 11 Tank. I'm very tempted to, like, Alt F4 this dungeon, and a level 34 Rogue that's already gone ham. Oh, I don't feel the success rate of this one's going to be great. This tank is not going to last more than 2 seconds. Okay. I'm already worried for the success of this dungeon. Don't, it'll be fine. Hey, I'll do it for the lols. I'll do it for the content, but I'm concerned that this might go real bad. Let's see. First boss. Oh, my goat is stuck on a ledge, of course. Actually perfect. Stupid goat stuck on a ledge, and I got feared, so I can't. Oh, maybe. There's me saying this dungeon's going to go really badly. The reason it's going to go really badly is probably because I'm the really bad one. Right, say goodbye, Mr. Goat. Summon you back. Now we pew pew. Let's kill the raptors, otherwise they're going to get out of hand real quick. Oops. Right, there we go. If you tank him there, where the hell are we supposed to hide when he does his fear? Like, now. Can I get around this corner? No, of course I can't. Okay, sure. Woof. Okay. Not too bad so far. Don't look at the level. Scaling doesn't reflect things. It's purely about the amount of abilities that people just do not have. Like, this tank has like one ability. Like, sure, he does a fuckload of damage, but he has one ability. Doesn't have his interrupts, doesn't have stuns, doesn't have all of the tools that this dungeon was designed for. You are meant to be able to interrupt, stun, you know, do dungeon things. And at level 11, and like, you just don't have those abilities yet. Literally no, like, he's a tank with no cooldowns. a tank with no defensives. He's just a DPS in disguise. There's so many things that can go wrong, because this dungeon was designed for max level characters that have a full toolkit. Now you throw level 11s in here. This dude has got like maybe swipe. That's about it. I mean, it might be fine. We might be all good. But I'm just saying, I've done this before, and it can, and possibly will, go horribly wrong. Right, when your healer gets hexed because nobody's got an interrupt yet, you know, just little things like that. Right, we're doing alright though. Doing fine. The healer's not the tank's not dead. Oh! I dinged, I got myself a cooldown though. Where'd it go? Wild call, come to me. Where you at? Where you at? I've lost you. Is it a regular hunter ability? No? Who's what? Where'd it go? Is it a BM ability? Am I being dumb? Am I being 7 levels of dumb? Where's Wild Corn gone? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's a passive anyway. Yeah, I am being real dumb. Ignore that. Bear tanks only really use swipe though. Well, yeah, kinda. But he doesn't have like bark skin or survival instincts or the furious regeneration one, whatever it's called. I don't know. I can't remember bear tank abilities. My pet's dead. Of course he is. Glad I work for a financial software company now. Deadlines are easy. Pay is way better. Yeah, no, yeah, you're unlikely to have to do 60 hours a week and have, you know, crunch period for something like that. You get paid to do a job. The pay you get is probably pretty good. I'm considering we should put... Oh no, we've aggroed those dudes as well. Let me concentrate on pressing my one button. Oops. Did somebody say crunch? How we doing, Crunchy Pistachio? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Where's he going? Is he going to do the back one? Are we just chilling? What are we waiting for? Just gonna get these out of the way real quick. Waiting for a naughty little McDonald's breakfast to arrive? Sounds good. Ah, double sausage egg McMuffin meal. Mmm. McDonald's, they don't do breakfast properly in Finland. They just don't do it right. Exactly what's coming. Breakfast of champions, that is. Okay. Okay. My confidence is growing. Oh, we also got some loot. Yoink. You have it without the egg? Oh, no. Now you've broken it. Now you've broken it. It's just a sausage in a bun. Oh, I haven't got the interrupt for the hex. Oh, somebody... Okay, we're good. Latte and an extra hash brown. Everybody has their order, don't they? Everybody has their McDonald's breakfast order. Right, this could end up being really... Oh, somebody interrupted. See, I was deliberately waiting there in case somebody wasn't going to hit that, and somebody did. Now the problem is I don't have my interrupt. Oh, we got it. Okay. Well, well, well. There's at least somebody in this group that knows what's going on. It's not. I'm not necessarily talking about me either. Pleb breakfast. Yesterday's lasagna for brunch with a big Red Bull. Carb load whilst also drinking Red Bull. That's a guaranteed way to have an afternoon nap. Guaranteed way to have an afternoon nap. Not that my diet is perfect by any means, but... Carb load, Red Bull, sugar rush, afternoon nap. Facts. Is it that time of the day where we're all going to start to get hungry? Yeah, I'll just walk through the fire, it's fine. Sorry, my fault. It's all good. It's all good. Oh no! No! The priest literally stood in the fire. Oh dear. Ripperoonie. Ripperoonie. Go on, Druid, res him. Please don't stand in the fire whilst trying to res him. White sauce with onion, peppers, bacon, mushrooms. Finish off with a little cheese and bake it. And then you say, sorry, it's my fault. After a filthy sentence such as that. Outrageous. Oh, the druids now realise that he's only level 11 and doesn't have res. Oh no, this dungeon. Low level dungeons. Blizzard, what have you done? We do not have the tools. We do not have the abilities for these dungeons. Late afternoon ride with the girlfriend or with the horse? Or both? Right, come on. Let's get this going now. Hello, tank. Are you alive? Does he want to move anytime soon? Not doing that creepy Twitch flirting thing, but if you've been working out, your face looks slimmer today. No, it's probably the fact that the camera's just zoomed out. There we go. Fat face mode enabled. With the horses. I see. Right. Let's see how badly we die here. Are we gonna... I don't know what we're gonna do. I'll let the tank do tank things and then we'll see. Now I feel bad. Now you're all good. Right. Do we think that people will know that you know where you tank? Where you going? Kill the. Oh, we got to get the priestess first. All right, sure. Better to be safe than sorry. Better to be safe than sorry. Yoink, this is mine. Hands off. Does it even do the ability thing? It does. It does. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, that could have gone worse. That was relatively successful. Right, one boss to go. One boss to go, and our first dungeon has not been a complete disaster. I didn't come into this with high hopes, but we're doing alright. Don't get breathed on. Only one death so far. Not bad at all. He's poor now, he's lost all his gold. Yeah, I have 400 gold to my name. No spare gold for eating. Eating's cheating when you're this poor. How did my goat get all the way up there? This dude's, I suppose he's a goat. He can walk up vertical walls, I guess. No! I mean, oops. Don't you have feign death? I mean, I do. Right, are we all here? What happened to the priest? Did the priest get himself killed again? Really? God. Alright, sure. We'll wait for the priest then. We should ding 25 here, I think. What was it? It was like 19,000 experience or something. 19,200 experience remaining. We might ding 25 here. I think from a leveling perspective, dungeons are pretty slow. I could have smashed out way more quests in this time, but see, you're fine. Just do hunter things and stop caring about them. That's true. Stay away from the spiders. Okay, they don't last anywhere near long enough to be a problem on this. Whoa, hello. Boom. Yeah, we hit 25. Big experience. Was that a first of the day thing? Wasn't random Lich King dungeon? Why is it asking me to go into a random Lich King dungeon? I mean, sure. Is it because I'm now within that? Oh, okay. Sure. That was odd. Oh, the leader of the group was probably doing Lich King for leveling. That makes sense. Right, there we go. World first dungeon. World first NA dungeon. He's flexing that Wrath mount so hard. Somebody's gotta. What is it saying? Complete something over here. Haven't we done this? What's this? Meet apprentice, blah blah blah. Aid him for blah blah blah. Oh no. Have I screwed up this quest because I did a dungeon halfway through it? I might have, haven't I? I might have done. Although there's no quest markers on my map. Oh, there is. First one completed. I think I've messed something up here. Maybe go far enough away for it to reset. Pick up the herb while we're here. Cheeky bonus XP. Yeah, I think I've killed the enemies that attack. Nothing's attacking. I think I've broke this quest. How do I unbreak it? Is there a dude somewhere that I go talk to start this thing? Oh, gold. Maybe I'll just abandon the quest and do it again. Right. Let's try that again then. Let's try that again. Whoa! Can you chill? Right. Let's try that one again. Let's go this way then. Speak at the Western Ruins. Okay. This way. Fantastic new player experience. Yeah, do this dungeon, and then when you come back, your quest will be broken. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, a shiny. Great Sea Scrolls. We ain't never completing that one. Stupid Tortolian quest. Chat, redeemed hydrate is a scam, just so you know. For you, Vallegro. Thank you. Right, now if I press this, what do I actually have to do? Chill, let him do his thing. Okay. Pew the dudes that attack. Oh, I see. Sip of wine for Vallegro. Oh, a monolite ore. Please hold. Am I going to balls up the quest by going and getting this monolite ore? I might do. Like double our gold from this one piece. 3 monolite ore. 45 gold. 10% more gold, but just by mining that one node. Now we're living. Now we're living. No reset shenanigans today. I'll do a bit of EU reset shenanigans later. There's 24 hours in the day. Today though we're focusing primarily on the NA. For those that aren't really too interested in watching the VODs, and certainly watching a 4-hour VOD, I've put together a little highlight video of the first stream of the NA leveling experience, which will go live on the main channel today. It's still relatively long, it's still about a half-hour video, but it trims a lot of the fat of the first day's worth of leveling, because I understand that people give it. I'm turning this into a little bit of a let's play, as much as I can. It's obviously primarily going to be stream footage that I'll use in the videos, because you know that's where I'm doing it. Oh, that was my doorbell. Hang on, please hold. Alrighty. It is, yes. It is lunchtime. It is lunchtime. If If I show you these, does it give it away? Does it give it away? Yum. It's not a bacon egg McMuffin meal. It's much better. Pizza? Yes, I eat my pizza with chopsticks. I do. Oh, this is respawned. Perfect timing. Matthew Chair streams a better stream? Oh, fuck you. Bacon sushi? I never see bacon on sushi. It's probably for good reason. But I've never even thought about bacon sushi. I'm sure it could be a thing. I mean, bacon does technically go with anything, right? There's only one thing that makes bacon better, and that's more bacon. Are we just killing a bunch of these? I think we just kill a bunch of them, okay. Do you miss my gun in the chat? The question is are you still subbed to Sloot? Can you still use his gun? I'm sure you probably are. With Jack not around at the moment, you've got nobody to shoot. You'll have to point it somewhere else. Who we gotta work our way over there without pulling everything. I've paused it, but it's easy to resub. Haha, called your bluff, good sir. Costs you $5 a month to have that gun. Your gun comes on a subscription. Where is Jack, by the way? He, like many other people, has decided that he's done with World of Warcraft. And has basically not been seen since. Enough, obviously, for him to give up the podcast and everything as well, so... I mean, I wish him well, but, yeah. He's out of the game temporarily. And is taking a hiatus from the internet in general, I feel. Oh, I took the gear option. I should have taken the gold option. I wasn't thinking. He also returned to work. IRL life and work. Yeah, true. Right, time to fly. Time to eat sushi. $2.2k on Corthite 2 weeks ago, 1.7k last week, down to 1.3k this week. Yeah, I knew it would happen. I knew it would drop quickly. Once the demand for the Legos disappears, they would drop quickly for sure. But that being said, on the average high pop realm, you'll find that the drop of Corthite, the price of the Corthite crystals will drop at a faster rate than the price of the legendaries will drop. which basically means that if you're still relatively active in crafting and selling, and you're focusing on turnover, your profit margin, temporarily at least, will actually increase because of it. It's not all doom and gloom. Unless there's somebody that literally just posts everything at 100% crafting price all the time, like there is on my home realm, regardless of what anybody else is doing, but sometimes you can't win everything. Sushi, I'm Jelly. Nice to meet you, Jelly. I'm Sushi. What are we gonna do? Do I just pew pew these dudes? I think we just pew pew them. Did a quick Google. Barbecue bacon sushi roll. That sounds the most American way to make sushi I've ever heard. Not that that's a bad thing though, I may add. What are we doing? Collect, reclaim Baiju's? What the hell is that? Oh, these things are mineable. Oh, for grey items. It means gem in French. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of culture for you. Yeah, I just realised I should be doing something with these things as well. Click the button. What do you want? You just chilling? You're just chilling, okay. Reclaimed the gem, the French gem. My pet's taken a lot of damage. Mr. Goat is holding strong though. He's fighting through. We must join the others. Yeah, how? Oh, you already have. Cool. Yeah, I could really do with AoE pet doing pet things. Ah, pet, don't die. Whew. Keep men pet up at all times. That McMuffin was lush. See, I do love me a good sausage and egg McMuffin, minus the egg. But I'm thoroughly enjoying my sushi right now. Thoroughly enjoying my sushi. Four more of these things to find. Can I just tap these up again? Probably can't. Oh, I was meant to press that button. Hang on, hang on. Let me go back here. Let me press the button on these dudes again. I didn't realise I could press the button. I thought I just had to click the thing. Boom! Magic. How do we get over there? Goddamn place is a maze. Here we go. Here we go. Right, this is a relatively safe spot before we disappear too far. Oh, ding! 26. Levels are coming in thick and fast now. Did we get anything? No, nothing. When do we get the next interesting thing? Kindred Spirits at 28. Just focus increase. Hella boring. We get Misdirection at 27. Equally very boring. Eyes of the Beast. Equally very boring. Unless we're trying to perv on dinosaurs. Very boring. Don't get anything interesting for ages now. Oh! Beast Cleave at 32. Still a way off, but Beast Cleave at 32. Six levels in 2 hours. Is that what we've done? That's not bad going, is it? I mean, I could be doing worse. Three levels an hour? I mean, I should probably be doing considerably better than that, actually, but... If we ding 30, we might, we'll go get flying, and then we'll investigate the auction house a little bit. Because, it's at that point we'll have flying. Maybe we'll look at installing, like, Worth It or something. Seeing if there's anything that's, not profitable to go and get, but we could definitely do with more than 500 gold in our bags. Even if it's, because what's epic flying nowadays? Like 4,500 gold, 5,000 gold? We want to be able to get epic flying, like, as soon as we can. And that's, if that's level, is it 40 nowadays for epic flying? It'll say in the book, won't it? Maybe I should just look. So yeah, flying at 30. Master riding at 40. So, in between 30 and 40, we're going to need to do a little bit of goal making, I'd say. Invest 200 out of that 500 into flying. That's true. Yeah, the gold you passively make by just leveling goes into flying and basically nothing else. There's not much left over. And if you want master riding by the time you hit 40, you actually have to do something to, you know, do something to get it. Right. With that then, let's keep powering ourselves forward. Let me take a quick 2-minute break to get rid of my lunch stuff, get that out of the way, and then we'll keep cranking forward. I'll be back in 2. Alrighty then, let's get rocking and rolling then. Lots of dancing on mailboxes to finance this. I'm going to do my best to avoid the mailboxes. The only thing I'll be doing with mailboxes is collecting gold out of them. There'll be no dancing from me. He's a goblin, so it'll be vendor shuffling. It depends how I want to do it. Since I have 0 gold, like literally, like quite genuinely 0 gold, crafting is not going to be super useful to us for anything more than investing our gold into short term. We need to generate a bunch of wealth first, which against my best interests means that we will probably do a fair amount of farming. We will probably do... See, this is where having just one character gets difficult, because if I do farming, it makes sense for me to go herbalism and mining at endgame. Just get to a trading Discord and trade EU gold for US gold. No, that's just borderline cheating. If I wanted to do that, I'd just ask Dirty Herbie or Hickons for 10 million gold loan. If I do farming, I can gather a bunch of materials, like ore and herbs and all of that sort of stuff. But the problem is I then don't have anything to do with that gold. Meaning I almost need 2 characters to be able to, farm some gold on one character, and then another character with some proper professions to actually use that gold with. Go cataclysm gathering, both good herbs and mining. So yeah, this is it. I'd want to be, any gold that I make, I'd want to, put it to good use quickly, because the sooner you start putting your gold to good use, the sooner you can start getting a return on that gold, and gold makes more gold. It's just a fact. I see a druid incoming. Well, yeah, it might be getting this one character leveled up quickly is a sensible way to do it, and then rolling a druid just for the purpose of like gathering. We'll see, because I only need to get that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. If you have to farm for additional gold, I was expecting the first toon to be a druid. Well, I would like to get to 60 because there's other things you can do to generate that starting income, right? Once I hit 60, I can get to Korthia. I can get my Korthite crystals dailies. I can get my mission table up and running. I can actually get myself, somewhat established. Some very, very passive methods of making gold. In the time it then takes me to level a druid and actually doing some farming. Because farming's time intensive, right? I could spend 10 hours farming and make a bunch of gold. But in the time it takes me to dedicate 10 hours to farming, it would be nice to have the gold that I'd already made, doing something. So we'll have to see. I don't know I don't know the exact way that I want to swing it, but I've also not done this before, right? It's been 15 years since I had an account with so little on it. Like the first, I don't know. I'm relatively sure I'm going to want maybe the woolly mammoth mount so that I've got a vendor mount pretty quickly. Now there's 18,000 gold. I think it's 18,000 gold for the woolly mammoth. Just so I start, ticking the boxes of life's little luxuries that we're all so used to using. But as of right now, I don't have any of. You can do all that on a druid? Well, yeah, true. I don't particularly like the druid class though. That's why I didn't roll a druid to begin with, because short of using it for farming, I won't ever want to use it for anything else. Because I don't particularly like the druid class. 3 more of these things. Is this obelisk thing we need to activate? 2 more. No. I need to turn that off. System. No, where is it? Interface. Social. Block guild invites. Block trades. Block chat channel invites. That'll do. I started to level up a druid and then left it. How can people play it? I've never been a big fan of the druid. It kind of frustrates me greatly that they're such a useful, from a goal making perspective at least, they're such a useful class to have. For the purpose of any farming, any gathering, is usually way more efficient on a druid. But I just don't enjoy the playstyle of a druid. I don't like. Feral is kind of cool. I don't like boomkins. They're just like fake mages. Guardian is just 2-button boring. Like you swipe and then you press thrash and then you swipe again. I'm not a fan of it. I have lots of druids because they're good at what they do, not because I actually enjoy them. Go bear form, kill 25 mobs at once, profit. Well, that's the thing. From a goal making perspective, they are very, very good, which is why everybody uses them. They're so good, in fact, they're probably the best. I told you last stream how to put the gold into the best possible content. Farm gold, hit record, buy spectral cub, delete spectral cub. This will tilt most goblins. Yeah. I'm out to entertain, not frustrate. There we go. Tough to play the fake mage when the real mage is more difficult to start with. Oh, yeah, alright, point made. I understand why people like druids. They're just not for me. Like, really simply, it's just not for me. There's a herb or something around here, a star moss. Where is it? Where is it at? There it is. Might as well grab the freebies. Can I sneaky through here? Lovely stuff. Goalmaker saying a druid isn't for me is blasphemy. Well, I mean, it almost is. That's not to say that I don't have like loads of druids all over the place. For my days of multi-boxing, obviously I had a bajillion druids all over the place, but... Wait, let me get into the Spectral Cub market first. On my EU account, I've already got 2 of them. So, I mean, if we really wanted to make some real rage-inducing pet deletion videos, then I probably could. You're not a YouTube content whore like Manthias. I'm not a YouTube content whore, not at all. How do we get there safely? Let's go this way. I think given the choice, most people would be a YouTube content whore. It's a desirable thing to be. Where are we trying to go? Trying to go this way. Oh, I almost got there without aggroing everything, but I failed. Do people get money from YouTube videos? Some people. Ooh, 3 quests to turn in. Do I take the ring? Or do I take the ring that vendors for 4 gold? Or the thing that vendors for 3 gold? I'll take the one that vendors for 4 gold. My next YouTube video that I have planned is in that I'll record it this weekend stage for a few months now. Yeah, finding the rhythm, finding the routine for it takes a while. I mean, I've been somewhat active on YouTube again for about a year now, and I still struggle to keep that rhythm. Because unfortunately, YouTube is, like, it's no longer good enough to just produce good videos. If you're not playing the game, per se, your efforts for making good videos won't also get rewarded. Would have made it with a racial skill. You're right, I probably would have. I probably would have. Oh no, Gruffhorn, don't die on me. I can't heal you faster than just pet heal at this point, because exhilaration's useless. When does exhilaration become actually useful? Is it 44? Also heals your pet? Yeah, okay. Can't actually see. What race are you? Goblin! Straight up vendor discount. No other reason. Oh, cutscene. Oh, you dead.
No. Habutu. Traitor. Seize her.
Seize her.
You should have listened to Jalanji.
Made a goblin hunt on Area 52 as well.
You let our kingdom rot and decay. But I have foreseen the Troll Empire.
Alliance player, of course he's not seen this before. No, I genuinely haven't.
No more bargains with Noah. Blood is our path now. The path of Gahul.
It's an angry Flappy Bird.
Should we go after them?
Oh, it's an angry Flappy Bird that just saved my ass. Okay.
In time, they
I take it back.
will come to us.
Horde story is much better than the Alliance in BFA. I can hardly tell you the storylines of any expansion. For as long as Blizzard insists on drip feeding us the story, I'm never going to remember it. The thing that's useful or the thing that vendors for slightly more? We'll go for the thing that's useful. Bingo. Wait, there was a story in BFA? Yeah. I think many people feel that about most expansions. I put it in the same vein as, you know, if somebody reads a book, right? They get engaged in the story. And what happens when you pick up a good book? You don't put that book down until you've finished reading that book. There is no possible way. It's one of the least sensible things you can do is drip feed somebody a good story. No. This is why Netflix was so good. This is why when Netflix came out and they just gave you a series, people were all over it like a rash. Because people like to binge a good story. Now, if your story is good, people want to continue it. If you give them one quest of the story every week for 8 weeks, then you've just, you know, you've pissed on your own chips. That's a very English phrase. I apologise if you don't understand it, but it's the reason I'm not good at following storylines in games anyway, because I get way too distracted by other things. But it's yeah, it's the principle is there, right? Oh, of course, latency. I have to disengage much faster than that. Oops. Of course, I'll blame the latency, by the way, every time that. I definitely didn't hit the floor before hitting disengage. It's fine. Alright, now I've got to work my way back in ghost form. I have no idea where I'm going. I think we go this way. I'm a game dev, but I still think games are the worst medium for stories. Yeah, I think that they're not great. Way too many shiny things to especially an MMO. An MMO trying to tell a good story, no, probably not going to happen. And I've had this rant a little bit before, but I mean, if Blizzard actually wanted to tell a good storyline, for starters, they'd make more cutscenes. Look at Final Fantasy, for example. Final Fantasy has always been really good at telling a story. It's a proper RPG game for starters, but there's boatloads of cutscenes in there. Secondly, voice acting. If you make me read the story in a visually interactive game, I'm not going to do it. What's wrong with paying a few voice actors, you know? Ooh, some free money on the floor. The fact that Blizzard still to this day like scrimp and save to not have to pay for voice actors in their AAA game is the strongest indication to me that they don't really care if people follow the story or not. Did I just ding 27 through exploration experience? Yo, check me out. Oh, I got misdirection as well. There's an ability I'll never use. Put that there. Bobby needs another yacht. Yep. Yep. Calamite Calamust. You came just in time. There's loads of work to do. Sure. Blizzard does have voice actors for WoW. Yeah, but only for the, you know, not even all of the main campaign is voice acted. There are other games out there where every interaction is voice acted, and that's how it should be. In a AAA game, there's almost no excuse for not having voice acting. Sure, give people the ability to press the escape button if they want to skip it. But otherwise, every single quest I feel should have voice acting. Can I get down here without dying again? Let's see. Haha, it worked that time. Ooh! Money. Gets expensive with all the languages. I don't care. Like, I'm a customer to the game. I pay for the game. It's up to them to manage their expenses. Other games seem to be able to do it on far less of a budget. I am not going to give Blizzard the get out of jail free card of saying something's expensive when they're a multi-billion-dollar company. For voice actors. It's not that expensive. Spend 1% less on marketing and you can just put voice acting in. Where's me pet gone? Come back, goat. I've played WoW since Wrath, no idea what the story is. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a blur most of the time for me. Should we get some gorillas? Gorillas are cool pets. Or should we stick with Mr. Goat? I think our goat Gruffhorn is doing a good enough job. I'd feel bad if we replaced Gruffhorn now. Oh no, I always feel bad when somebody buys a full set of 230 gear. Yeah, I feel bad until the gold hits my mailbox, and then I don't feel so bad anymore. Get a second pet? Well, technically I've got one. I've got a stupid scorpion thing, but I don't particularly like it. Cutscene animations from the last campaign quests were horrible. Voice acting wouldn't have even saved them. Most machinima vids are better quality than that. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but if you're in the Discord, I posted that the final cutscene. Let me see if I can show it. The final cutscene of the 9.1 for me was bugged out in horrendous fashion. Yeah, here we go. This was the this was what presented to me. Literally. Oh, so the compass is a nice generic placeholder. Great, great. AAA game here. Great. That's what presented me as the final cutscene of the patch of 9.1. Great. Sums it up pretty well, doesn't it? That was actually ridiculous. What are you going to do? Spectral Moose. We should get the Spectral Moose, actually. It might be a little bit easier to get the Spectral Moose now, because the hype is going to have died down for that. We need to be able to get to Legion and do all that sort of good stuff, though, first. At level 27, that's going to be a little bit difficult. Parabolic excrement. Was that what that ability was called? I've just realised. Parabolic excrement. Basically means they're throwing shit at you. There are some subtle in-jokes that Blizzard do put in that shows that they have a sense of humour. Every expansion needs a poop quest. You're right, it does. Here we go, parabolic excrement. Yeah, it was what it was called. Throwing shit at nice angles. There's a good arc on that poop throw. Well done. Oh, poor Mr. Goat. He's literally getting shit thrown in his face. Let's free some of these dudes. Get me some gorilla friends. Oh no! Does it even give you a debuff? I got pooped on in the face. There's two of those. We need to work our way. There's one this way. Maybe not pull too much. But remember, I'm not invincible yet at this level. In Vol'dun, you pick up poop from hyenas. Do you really? Oh god. I have 2 dogs though, so I'm used to that. It's just part of day-to-day life is picking up shit when you're a dog owner. Or at least it should be if you're a good dog owner. Oh, a BOE to sell that I'm going to equip because it's actually better than what I've got. Sure. Non-unionized NA Sir Coffeebot seems to work more frequently. He seems to be back, you know. I don't know what... he must have just... Sir Coffeebot must just be European. He probably just had his 4 weeks holiday and then he came back. I know a man who trained his dog to shit inside the bushes. My dog is trained to shit inside bushes. It's a very, very sensible thing to train your dog to do. Or one of my dogs is. The other one genuinely doesn't care where she goes. But yeah, one of my dogs will only poop in a bush. It is sometimes a bit frustrating when you know when we're not at home and we have to take the dog out, and if there's not a bush, she gets really annoyed. She's like, "Human, I need to take a shit." Nobody else in Europe works in August, right? Well, yeah, Sir Coffeebot's no different, I suppose. Oh, this is a rare. I didn't realise this is a rare. Oh, I have to kill this thing for a quest anyway. Oh, I should have tamed this one. I bet this thing's tameable as well. Big old white gorilla would have been cool. Oh well, too late. It's dead. Oh, we got some bananas. Califried bananas. Good old trinket. Requires level 50. Oh, the taunt tip says requires level 50. Your damaging spells and abilities have a chance to throw an exploding banana, doing AoE damage. Cool. I'll take it. We need to get this one last... What was it? A vent or something we need to go and get now, yeah. Calamite vent. Don't you teach them to go poop outside? Well, by default, yeah. Who has bushes in their house? It all stemmed from the fact that when we got that dog, it was the middle of winter, and as a puppy, it learned to shit on top of big snow piles, and then of course all of the snow melted, and for a while as a young puppy, she was very confused with where she could and couldn't poop. So it took a bit of training to say, right, go in the bush and now you can poop, kind of thing. So it was actually a byproduct of some bad training in the first place. There's an interesting dog poo story for you. How about that? Every stream needs a good dog poo story. Bushes in houses are called plants. Yes, that is true. Yeah, I have not trained my dog to shit in plants. That's my we go on holiday, like somebody borrows the dog to look after them for a week. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sounds like Training the Creature in black and white. Ah, I bet there's not many people that remember that game. That was a cool game though. Deciding whether to be a good or an evil god. Very good game. When it came out, it was revolutionary as well. Like beyond crazy level graphics when it first came out. There's coffee in bushes. Can you make your dog shit coffee? No. No. That game was impossible. I always ended up with a spoilt brat from hell. Yeah, I found it very hard to not be an evil god in that game. They should remake that game. I mean, that's the core concept of that game would still pop off nowadays, I imagine. You know, if a developer decided to remake that game nowadays, you know, they'd try and, you know, make some fucking esport out of it or something stupid, and so they probably would do a bad job. You could train the creature to eat the poop or to throw it at villagers. Yeah, I know. It was all based. It was clever as well because it was all based on like natural, like positive reinforcement loops and stuff. It was a very, very clever game. Peter Molyneux kind of lost his mind, did he? I don't know. I mean, he was never. He was always a bit wackadoodle to begin with. Did he truly go off the deep end? Did he or? Oh, there's me trying to use a stun and I don't have it. Please, pet, don't die. Turned into a Kickstarter scammer. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good for anybody. Come on, don't die, Gruffhorn. Good job. Kill Saber Tusk Empress. Oh, this is another one of the wanted quests. Okay, that makes sense. Hang on. Hang on. Is it up here? I ran past it. Oh no, it's got ads. Pet, do pet things. Save my ass. Oh god, pet's dead. I think this is a reset. Yeah, we'll try this one again. We'll try that one again. That didn't go to plan at all, did it? Focus on killing the cub first. Nope, we've got to get aggro on this dude, otherwise I am totally busted. Oh, there we go. Keep pet alive and we win. Could have done with Bestial Wrath for this actually, but... Nah, we got this. We got this. We're a hunter. Hunters don't die. Famous last words. My pet's gonna get slapped though. Stay alive, Gruffhorn. I have faith in you. Nah, we got this. Professional streamer in action. Killing blow! Killing blow! Boom! And we dinged. Yeah, we did. Maximum focus by you and your pet's maximum focus by 20. Well, that was a boring ability. 28. Two levels and we can fly. Just not in the zone we're leveling in. Boo. Or can we fly at 30? I don't know. Do we have to still do Pathfinder? Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder. Rewards Kil'Teeren and Zandalar flying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's part 2. Oh, yeah. Boo. Increased mount speed in Kil'Teeren and Zandalar by doing part 1. I'll tell you what. Do we think I'll ever actually bother doing those? I probably won't, you know. Once I get enough gold over on the NA to start my crafting empire, the likelihood of me ever going and doing those is 0 to none. here's to hoping that it won't be BFA content where the best materials for farming are. I mean, monolite ore, maybe. Storm mining in BFA might not be bad with flying, but I'm sure there's many other options. Focus on getting an allied race or two during your time here in BFA. Worth it in the long run if you're going to hang around on the NA for the future. Yeah, simple things like unlocking Volpera, probably not the worst idea. Yeah, you're probably right. Those quick and easy, well, you skip like, what is it, 20 levels or something, 10 levels. Volpera for bag slots, an extra hearth, yeah, because of the camp and stuff. Yeah, it might be worth long term. We'll see how it goes. We'll see just how overpowered goal making is in the NA. See, for me, there's a big question mark over how long I'll be in the NA for, simply because I mean I'm on record many times for claiming that goal making in the NA is much easier than on the EU, and until I actually go out and do it, it's just guesswork, right? But I've for the longest time I've thought that making gold on the NA realms just looks a piece of cake. It looks so easy compared to the EU. Everything in the EU is min-maxed within an inch of its life. When it comes to goal making, people are crafting and selling at 3% margins, and they're doing all sorts of silly stuff. You rarely see much of that on the NA realms, or at least I don't see much of that. It might be just I'm not looking in the right places. But generally speaking, there seems to be far less issues with competition. You rarely see people complaining too heavily about cancel scans. Profit margins are in the 30 to 40% range rather than the 10 to 20% range. Your time, and on top of that, any gold that you do make is arguably twice as valuable to you, considering the token price is much less. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll eat my hat if it's not the case, but eventually we might find goal making on the NA even more profitable than doing it back at home. Although I genuinely have very little use for will have very little use for gold on the NA realm. Thing is, you can't add actual balance to your account without a valid NA address. I have no idea. Time will tell. I mean, I'm sure that can be I'm sure we can work around that little complication. Just killing 10 of these, okay. Is this just a big dude we have to kill? Yeah. Aha! I got debated into interrupting the wrong ability there, methinks. Oh, hex. No, we don't want no hexes. In long term, the reason I want to make a bit of gold on NA is simply so that if I do some giveaways, I have the ability to offer the reward to everybody, you know. And it's a bit more difficult to do that when I only play on one half of the world, or at least offer the reward to the majority. I still technically won't be everybody, but if we do like game time giveaways or like pet giveaways or something, it would be nice to be able to open it up for the NA or EU. Long boy every 30 days. I doubt I'll be making 5 million gold a month, even on the NA, even if it is overpowered. I got to the point of wanting to add balance. I hit a Blizzard page that asked to send a scanned ID document and all that stuff. It probably can be overcome, but it looks like a hassle. Oh, really? Yeah. That's a hell of a lot of work to just to add Blizzard balance. Maybe if they sense that you're playing on a non-American IP, then it's not that they're gonna not let you play the game, but maybe there's a, yeah. There's probably some tax implications on the whole thing. You know what the US is like with their dodgy tax rules. Can pet do pet things, and can I not die? I'd love to not die about now. Ooh, that was closer than I would have liked it to have been. What are we doing in here? I'm in here for a reason. Oh, we just need to kill spiders, okay. I'm down with killing spiders. I could use tokens for game time, but not to add balance directly. Oh, that's odd, okay. Well, we'll see. I've got real life friends in America, so I'm sure I could fix that pretty quick. Pretty much anywhere you can have a balance on a platform, they're legally required to be able to provide your ID and make sure you're 18 plus, etc. I don't remember ever having to do anything like that before on my EU account. Oh, and I might have to, but can I run up these? I can't. Where am I meant to be going? How do I get up there? I'm gonna get in a world of hurt if I run around there. Where the hell? How and where? What? How do we get up there? Am I being dumb? How do we get up there? Oh, was I? Did I have to do it upstairs? Wait. What lie was that, friends? Oh, stairs. Look, here we go. Oops. I'm NA and don't have some ID verification. Sounds fishy. I don't know what it is. Whoa, too many spiders. Not a fan of spiders. Can you please chill, Mr. Spiders? Take your 8 legs and walk away. Or go squish you. You add a bank card and that's all you need? Yeah, I know there's limitations about using things like PayPal. You kind of need to connect a proper Visa, MasterCard credit card kind of thing, but I don't know. It's the case for Steam, it's the case for online banks like PayPal, Skrill, it's the case for crypto marketplaces, etc. I mean, I don't think I don't know. Probably. This is not healthy. I'm going to back out of that one. Can we, there we go. It's alright though, Blizzard are a small indie company, I'm sure they skirt the rules. Oh yeah, we got misdirection nowadays. Which is that one? Boom! There we go. No more threat problems ever. When selling CSGO items to people, I always required ID as well if it was a large sum. I mean, it's safer, but I don't know. I think there's some there's almost for sure some different rules in place though when you're dealing with what is primarily a virtual currency. Boom! Did we ding again? We did. 29. We're balling now. It's also the reason why the D3 auction house was removed. The government stepped in and said they couldn't be doing that without following regulations and tax rules for online banks. It was also incredibly cancerous for the game because it was so. Why is this not line of sight? The real money auction house in D3 was seriously broken. It's nice when chat tells you how to play your main class. Look, auction house PvP for life. I use a different set of abilities in there. These misdirect buttons and beast kills and fancy pew pew abilities are all totally new to me. Real money auction house was the best thing Blizzard ever did. I made a stack load of cash off that thing when it came out. It's safe to say that I made enough off the D3 auction house to cover the cost of buying D3 many times over. It was a bit broken. Anybody with half a brain about them could make an absolute killing on that thing. Where's Gonk then? Where are you at? Are you here? Here you are. How are we doing, Gonk? Let's go. I'll save you. Hello? Where'd he go? Was that it? Was that all I had to do? Oh, okay. I was expecting him to follow me. He never did. It was good for the first month until the bots stepped in. It was all good. You'd use the bots against themselves. The bots were very poorly programmed. You could quite easily work out where their buy price was. I mean, it was kind of bad that they would like insta buy, you know, anything that was posted at a reasonable price. But you'd actually make most of your gold by forcibly making the bots buy things that they probably shouldn't be buying off you. that was the clever thing. You just used them against him. There's also what I believe to be, and I use the phrase believe to be because it might not be, but there's also what I believe to be an auction house bot playing on Torin Mill at the moment. And I think I've worked out where his price thresholds are, and I think he's got one of them wrong. Because I managed to sell 2 pairs of very overpriced two very overpriced legendaries to him, of which he bought them insta-buy, and I thought that's odd, so I did it again and he insta-bought it again. So I think somebody who, if they have a bot running on Torin Mill Auction House right now, you need to check your settings because you're open to abuse. Why didn't you just do that all day? Because I couldn't be bothered crafting them and using all of my resources to fuel, to make him buy stuff. The thing is, if you sell a bunch of stuff to a bot, guess what happens the next day? They tank the price on that market into the ground because they realise they've bought 20 things they shouldn't have bought. I had one bot buying out tailoring mounts instantly. Yeah, sometimes you can you can work out what's going on. Now, obviously, I can't categorically say it's a bot because I don't know, but it was acting. It's kind of like one of those. If you walk around dressed as a clown, you might get labelled as a clown. You know. It's not anybody's fault if they look at you and think you're a clown. If you got the baggy pants, the big shoes, and the face makeup on, then and you're driving around in a small car, tooting a horn, there's a very, very strong chance you might get labelled as a clown. Even if you don't identify as a clown. You're welcome for the gold. Classic a few weeks ago, somebody kept buying Hillman's cloaks. As soon as I posted them, I rode that wave for a while. Yeah. Play the bots game against them. If you're going to run a bot and don't take the time to configure your settings correctly, then joke's on you, goody boy. Joke's on you. Oh, I quite frequently I'll get whispers from people, just a very simple, you know, hey, nothing else to it. And I'll reply back with like, hey, what's up? And they'll go, oh, sorry, nothing. You know for a fact what they're doing is they're sending a whisper to see if you reply, to see if you're a bot. Yeah, just like that. You know they're just bot checking you. And if you actually respond, they're like, oh, shit, no, they talk. What do I do now? Oh, sorry, wrong chat. Just reply with a beep boop. Yeah. Beep boop. I just tell them I'm a pleb on welfare. Yeah. I got 18 hours a day to play this game and you've only got 16 hours a day. I win. What are we doing here? 74%. Are we just killing things out here? I think we're just killing things. I've not been paying attention. 89. Wow, just clicking those things is like 10%. Just click more of these. Made an alliance tune just to whisper me. That makes me that makes me giggle. The fact that people will go far out of their way to come and tell you you're a bot. And then when you tell them that, no, I'm not a bot, I just play the game more than you. Or I bought my materials cheaper than you. Then they, yeah. I would love to see just how annoyed they are at the other end of their keyboard. Enter the building. Okay, we're going in here this time. I just ask them if they're a bot, then they get super pissed. Yeah. Hey sounds like a message that a bot would send. Asking me if I'm a bot sounds like bot behaviour. Pretty sus. Pretty sus. Think I might report you just to be safe. let Blizzard conduct their research. I might understand now. Is that the reason you set up your farming bot for the night farms? Yep. That's why I'm playing on NA, because it's 7 AM in the morning. My bot activities can go undetected at these hours in the morning. You should have a super sus auto reply like message ready for when people whisper. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really want to poke the bear, you know, because we know full well that as gross as it is, if enough people report a single player, they will automatically get banned. So I don't particularly want to, you know, I'm sure there's some threshold and some limits on it and, you know, bunch of things to prevent false positives, but false positives do happen, and I don't particularly wish to poke the bear too frequently. And poke the bear is not a euphemism. I have an AFK message. I don't craft, I don't discount, I don't trade. yeah, that's not a bad one. I had a, what was it, Grim-Veiled Cape I got asked for the other day. I was listing a Grimveil Cape rank 6 on the auction house for 100k, 99,999, whatever. Somebody asked me if I'd do it for 92, and I said no. And then they said, "What's your best offer?" And I was like, "Are you genuinely like trying to strike a deal on a 100k item over like 3k gold? Just buy the goddamn thing off the auction house." You want me to take the thing off the auction house that I can sell all day long and sell it to you for less than it costs me to craft out of the generosity of my heart? No! Get bent! See you later. Oh. I mean, I to give people credit, if you don't ask, you don't know. But, oh my days. I have no issues with people asking if I'll do them a discount on something that I'm selling. But please, 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 if I say no, take no as an answer. Like, don't come back and give me shit for saying no. Oh, but it's still above your crafting cost. Oh, but don't you want to make a sale? And not to you, no. I'd rather not sell it to you out of spite, because you're a dick. Yeah, maybe I'm not cut out for socialising in massively multiplayer online games. Yay! Level 30. Boom. We can officially fly. Just not in the zone that it really matters in. Which is a shame, but sure. Let's hand this quest in, get to a safe spot then, and go get ourselves some flying. Guy that whispered me last week, he wanted my 230 item because it had the right stats, but didn't want to pay more for it. Tell him to go craft it himself. Yeah. So you want you want the specific item, but you're not willing to pay for the specific item. That sounds a lot like a you problem, not a lot like a me problem. Time to re-roll Sims. What am I doing here? Speak to him. What am I saying to him? How goes the mending? Alright, sure. You got so mad when I was like, well, no, you're not the only one that wants these stats. That's why it's worth more. Yeah. Oh, you mean it's got lots of haste on it? You mean like the ones, the lots of haste that everybody wants? Hence why I'm charging a premium for it. No, sure, I'll sell it to you for a lesser price just because you asked. It's weird, right? You always get people quizzing you if they can buy stuff cheap from you when they're the big ticket items. Now, the only time I would really be somewhat interested in doing deals is if it's like a multi-buy deal. So if they said that, like, I actually want, I want this legendary and I want this legendary for my ult, and I might want this legendary as well. Can you do me a deal on like buying all three? Then we can talk, you know, because it's a trade, it's a two-way trade. But asking to buy one thing for just a discount, well, no. Buy it for the price I'm asking. Potions and flasks and things are another good one. If somebody's selling potions and flasks on the auction house, like, it makes a lot more sense to ask for like, if I buy 200 potions off you, will you do me a better price if I buy 200 flasks off you or something? Can I buy a full set of 230s off you? Yes, absolutely. Here you go. Then you know you're talking to a real sucker. Tried to get a discount on a rank 4 ring, got super mad for not getting it for less than 40k. One of his replies was that it won't sell. He bought the other rank 4 ring on the auction house. I relisted mine for 60k and my ring sold within an hour. Gave him a PM, thanks for the help, my ring sold for 60, sent him a screenshot. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for buying my competition's underpriced auctions, so I don't have to. Oh, the life of a goblin on the auction house. Where's the thing I'm meant to be able... Where's the thing? Am I being dumb again? Oh, it's literally here. Oh, an anchorweed. Is this worth like 1 gold nowadays? Are anchorweed worth anything anymore? 15 gold a piece? I'll take 15 gold a piece for an anchorweed. I hardly ever sell a single 230 to a person, it's crazy. It does blow my mind just how many people will buy, like... I wonder if it's a conscious thing, though. Maybe, I don't know, maybe... is there any reason why people would buy more than one at a time? Maybe they need... Maybe because they have 2 sets of gear, one for M+, one for raiding, or one for... I don't know. Do people even bother with different sets of gear nowadays? Do people really min-max that hard? I'm sure people do, but... For something like a legendary, I can see it, but for like a 230 item that's arguably catch-up, do people do that? I don't know. Sometimes people buy a full 230 set, you know all of them except one will be back in the auction house 5 minutes later for less than crafting cost. Yeah, see, that is a risk though, and that was a big risk that we saw more so with legendaries. When people would buy a rank 1, 2, 3 and a 4 off you, then get to the rune carver and realise they didn't need to, the ranks 1, 2 and 3 would end up straight back on the auction house with deep undercuts, crashing the markets on them because of their stupid mistake, more than frequently. Best part for sure was his rage PM, love letters at its best. Such nice words. I run sims on single target and one on dungeon slice to set up 2 gears for my main, but I only run single target sims on my alts. I mean, I guess people do then. Oh, I need to remember to interrupt that regeneration. No, not the stupid crab. Derp. This is not good. Pet, do pet things for the love of God. Yo, these crabs are actually tankier than I first thought. I should not have underestimated the strength of these crabby crabs. So we're good. We're good. Temporarily. I need a safe route through here. I said I was going to stop at 30, but I'm a little bit addicted to playing this character now. I kind of want to keep going. I do want to start making some gold though. We're nearly at 1,000 gold though. It's oh dear, hang on, this is not good. Let me concentrate on not dying real quick and then we'll... Whew. Yeah, I kind of want to get the ball rolling on some goal making now, you know. Because at level 30, even though we're... this is what I might want to test actually now. Even though we are locked into... We don't have chromie time. That still shouldn't prevent us from traversing the rest of the world farming stuff. I wonder if we can go like gather ghost iron ore, fly around Mr. Pandaria, pick up ghost iron ore, go do some cataclysm. Maybe we can do some farming stuff. The thing is we probably won't get any experience for doing it, so it's kind of counterintuitive from the leveling side of things. But we're at a point now where about 200 gold is going to get dumped into getting flying. Then we're going to need 4,500 gold by the time we hit level 40. So in the next 10 levels, we're going to need to spend a bit of time making some gold, I think. The only other alternative is just ignore gold making completely until 60. Because, you know, because maybe that's actually the best thing to do, but it doesn't make a very interesting series, does it? If I just zerg 60. Or does it? I don't know. Let's kill this dude real quick while I think about it. When we get to a quest hub near a flight path, then we'll probably camp ourselves there and go get flying. Now you're on my region, I'll come find you. I'm sure you will. Pick up some sea stalks. Turn in all of these quests, we'll probably get most of the way to 31. Let's try and get back there without aggroing too much. Oh, a quest. What's this? Bring the dead pollen-covered what? Oh, I remember these. Okay. I forgot that there was quests on these things. What I need to work out though is, considering this series is designed to be a sort of a stream series, I need to somehow work out how to make farming fun. Because I know some people naturally get enjoyment from farming, but I need to work out how to make it not only fun for me, but interesting to watch. And I'm not doing loot appraiser challenges. Easy, do it on your mage. I suppose. I guess in that scenario it's fun to watch, but less, what are we doing here? Collect spices? EU token has dropped minus 12k during 6 hours. What's the token price at now then? It was up to like 265 or something. Down to 257. I think there was a good chance that the token price went up a little bit because of the D3, no, not D3, D2 beta thing at the weekend. It maybe just took it probably incentivized a few pre-orders, I would imagine, which would have probably been paid for with gold where possible. How do I get in here? Oh, there we go. Knowing you, you'll farm for 3 minutes, then start chasing squirrels, so it'll become fun. Yeah, probably. This is the concern for me, that it's what's the word? It's a bit disingenuous of me to never ever do farming, considering the one thing I tell every single new goal maker to do is go out and do some farming. Because until you're crafting at a reasonable scale, crafting is such a bad use of your time and or effort. Like because even making 10-15,000 gold an hour, you are usually way more efficient at just farming for 10 to 15,000 gold an hour than you are spending 100k on materials and crafting things with them. That 100k. Only when you do, I mean, I've spoken about this a fair amount. I've even done YouTube videos on this, but until you're actually crafting at a reasonable scale, farming's super good way of making gold. And I'm in a position where I don't have hundreds of thousands of gold to invest into crafting materials. So I have to do something to generate that gold. And going out there and getting it is the best option. Do you accept gold/gifts? Not on NA. It's not to sound not to sound ungrateful, but because I'm trying to make this a bit of a Let's Play YouTube series as well, I'd rather not accept gold gifts or donations or the likes, because it sort of it nullifies the whole experience of starting from afresh straight away if I get boosted or, you know, cash in on streamer privileges. Lowest 7 days is 241. Yeah, I saw the token dip a little bit the other day, but it's I think it's on its way to 300k before too long. Spectral Tiger's handy at any time. That's true, it is. Group farms with viewers. Yeah, maybe we'll put something together like that, because there's a lot of group farms that are, or a lot of farms that are considerably more effective when doing them in a group. But I still need to work out how to make the monotonous task of repeatedly killing the same thing and hyperspawning something interesting somehow. There's got to be a way to do it. I just haven't worked out what it is. $190 for a token on the NA though. That's borderline all-time record high, isn't it? Did the NA token ever hit 200k before 9.1? I know it got close, but I don't know if it ever did. Chilling and bantering on Discord helps with the boring grind. Yeah, that is true. It's not super good for stream content though. I'll work out some interesting ways to make low-level goal making fun. No, hang on. What are we doing here? Restore the body. Hold a fishing competition? That's quite smart. We could do a fishing comp. Are we nearly at... Oh, we're making this place our home. If we make this place our home, this feels like a perfect opportunity to go and get flying. So Zygor, send me to the nearest riding trainer. Let's go get me some flying. NA token 30-day highest, 193. I'm quite sure before 9.1 it got incredibly close to 200k. Because the EU token also got incredibly close to 300k. What about the goal making competition? Who gets the most valuable loot after a period of time? Does it work with 2x4 farms? It's the fundamentals of a loot appraiser challenge, isn't it? Like, you all use loot appraiser and it tracks it all, and it's who can just get the most amount of gold value in at any given time. It's some way to make the monotonous grind of dungeon running or hyperspawn farming a little bit more manageable. So we'll maybe look at doing something like that for a stream or two, just to generate some starting capital. But most of those sort of farms, you're trying to hunt down, you know, 0.01 sell rate mega items. Why is it now telling me to go all the way back there? Oh, because it's now forgotten that I'm trying to go to a riding trainer. Hall to Orgrimmar. I want to say the highest I've seen on NA is 210k, but I forget when it must have been. It must have been a long time ago. Late in Legion days, the token price got ridiculous. But I hear there's a book you can buy that lists all the best group farms. Well, there is a book. There is a book of which I did buy. That does explain some of the good stuff. Yes, that is true. That review is really helpful. Time for the quad vector redeems. Thank you, Vallegro. Appreciate it. I will play a quick ad actually. It's all we're doing is going and getting flying. Student should have made a similar video to promote the book. Student doesn't need to make a similar video to promote the book. Every single video is a video to promote the book. Do you know? Have you not worked that one out? He doesn't need to create his own marketing for the book when every single piece of content he puts out is natively marketing for the book. 240k by the end of Legion. Is that what the token went to? That's bonkers. Not my cup of coffee. Farming's not my thing either. But I'm the reason I did that. I mean, what did I just hand in? I believe you can fly completed. Oh, the reason I did the review on Student's book was mainly because I'm very, very aware my channel doesn't really help new goal makers out all that much. If you've already got a reasonable amount of gold and you're looking to learn the concept of goal making, I think my channel does a reasonably good job at that. But if you're new to the game and you don't have any gold, being told how and when and where to min-max your legendary crafting operations isn't really all that helpful to you. I do want to start implementing some more beginner level goal making to the channel. WoW EU token was 406k. I must have blanked that one out. I don't ever remember it being that high, but it probably was. It probably was. 400k for a token. Damn. Oh boy. Well, we have flying now. What we don't have is a flying mount. Believe it or not. It's all good and well having flying, but we have all of 2 mounts. We don't even have a flying mount. So I guess we buy the basic bitch. Where's the dude that sells me what? Hang on, there's a flying trainer, but where's the dude that sells you the griffins? Wind Rider Master. Is it one of these dudes? Sell me a flipping mount. Somebody sell me a mount. Is there nobody around here that's going to sell me a flying mount? Near the Orgrimmar flight trainer? Wind Rider Keeper. There he is. There we go. Right. Gotta get ourselves a tawny Wind Rider, a blue Wind Rider, or a green Wind Rider. Blue, green, or brown. What are we going to go for? We're only going to use it for 10 levels. Blue, green, or brown. I'll let you decide. Go for yellow? Of course you'd go for yellow. This one? Or blue? Blue that's not really blue. It's like that dress, isn't it? Is it blue or is it... Oh, the green one's gross. Okay, we are actually going to go for this one. Because it's the best. Why the basic ones? Gold problems? I mean, we could buy the Swift ones. Oh, we get a red one if we do the Swift one. That's tempting. The green one is actually gross. Purple one's kind of cool. The yellow one, the armor blends in. I might go for the red one, you know. It's very Horde, isn't it? The red is faster. it's fat, yeah. Go faster, Stripes. At least if we buy, if we spend the 80 gold now, it will lower its ability for us. Instead of spending 40 gold and then 80 later, we just spend 80 now. Red is faster. Ask any. Yeah, we're going for the red one. Yoink. First flying mount NA. World first flying mount NA. Where's it gone? There it is. There it is. Ain't she beautiful? And we're off. We're officially flying on the NA. It's a thing. Buy some netherweave bags or something? Yes. Yes. You're right. The rest of this gold will invest into bag space. Very sensible shout. Red gets pulled over more often. Let's vendor some of this trash real quick. Soulbound, sell it. Soulbound, sell it. Bind on equip. I'm not selling low level greens. I'm not even going to humour trying to sell low level greens. Whilst I'm into making gold, I'm not into repeatedly relisting stupidly valued things. Although the super low level greens don't actually cost anything to put on the auction house, so maybe. Get these up on the auction house. Get those listed real quick. 5 gold apiece, damn. Whoa, 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 what happened here? Has Mr. Streamer tried poop coffee yet? No, Mr. Streamer has not tried poop coffee yet. Nor is Mr. Streamer going to be trying poop coffee anytime soon. Maybe if one day... yeah, maybe one day. Not now. Right, there we go. Let's look at some bags then. We got some bags, some containers, some bags. Shrouded cloth bags, 100 gold a piece. I mean, that is literally less than... What did we work... Didn't we work it out to be 108 gold in per number thread? I'm sure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go on then. I mean, what? I almost... Okay, that makes no sense whatsoever. Finally got some bag space sorted. For the grand total of 400 gold. I think that was a very worthwhile investment of some of our first gold. Let's get those equipped. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Actually beautiful. All the bag space. Lovely stuff. Did you sell that 3 gold callus? I think I did. Check out the TSM graph. We went all the way up. We went up to the dizzy heights of 1,000 gold. Because it's the smallest number that Tradescore Master tracks, apparently. Then we came crashing down. Let's look at the ledger. Look at the ledger. We have a grand total inventory value of over 1,000 gold. We're killing it, boys and girls. It took us less than... only 7 hours. What's our slash played? Slash played. 8 hours, 20 minutes. Only took us 8 hours and 20 minutes to make 1,000 gold of inventory value. We are balling. Actually balling. Mad revenue. Mad revenue. Callus hide, 12 gold, 66. How to make 1,000 gold in 8 hours video incoming. See, 1,000 gold in 8 hours, it isn't even good for classic. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. Not the best clickbait title. No. No. Well, I think we're going to leave it there for today, though, boys and girls. That was, we got to 30, we got ourselves flying, we got ourselves some bags. At the moment, it's slow and steady. Real slow and steady. But we are getting there. We are getting there. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. Same time. I say same time as usual. My stream schedule has been gross as of recently. I'm going to go by the assumption that I will stream in the mornings like I usually do, because it's just the routine that I was in and it's what works nicely for me. I know I said I'd do some evening streams. I will attempt to fit in some evening streams, but they will be bonus evening streams rather than me trying to reschedule regular streams to be in the evening. Many reasons why, but evening streams don't work particularly well for me. So we will be back tomorrow. I'll do a little bit of Auction House PvP maybe later on today, so that we can maybe open a mailbox first thing tomorrow. See just how profitable stuff still is. Maybe take a little bit of a look into the Korthite prices, as I imagine that they're going to do some madness over the next 24 hours with the increase to Korthite crystals from the Shaping Fate quest. So yeah, if you what time will they be? The evening streams, I don't know. Honest answer, don't know. The best way to keep track is make sure you're in the Discord, make sure you got notifications on, that sort of stuff. Every time I go live, I post it in the Discord. So the schedule down below in the Twitch thing is relatively accurate, and I think it automatically adjusts the prices for your local time. But the evening streams will be bonus streams at the moment, I think. It's just what works best for me. And unfortunately, I can't please everybody, so I might as well please me first. But then, boys and girls, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy reset day if you're playing on the EU. If you're playing on the NA, you know, brace yourself. I'm coming. Just slowly, but we're getting there. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, boys and girls. There's a YouTube video of the first part of this leveling series going up in about an hour's time on YouTube. So keep your eyes open for that one. But I'll see you later, boys and girls. Have a good one. Peace.